Okay. All right. Hi, guys. So I wanted to step backwards so that then we could step forward. I think that where the group is concerned, we need to talk a little bit about what my version of what happened is, and then be able to move forward in a positive light, no matter what. Because I have suddenly realized and decided that there is only so much I can do. And me being upset about it and feeling like I didn't have a voice in this was the most frustrating thing for me, because I always do that to myself. So I'm going to first say that the reason for this video is because I decided, even though my professionalism is very, very important to me, when I get caught up in trying to be professional, I sound like an idiot. Because in trying to protect everyone's privacy and not say what has happened behind closed doors and that kind of thing, I end up like pussyfooting around the issue and not saying, this is what happened, this is what I think the intent was, let's move forward. And so I think for once, and there has been not a lot, I have to say, that's one thing that I take a lot of pride in, is that I do come from a place of love, period. And anyone who says otherwise is not telling true events. And I know Sean is hurt. I totally understand that Sean is hurt. I am so hurt, it's insane. It's ridiculous. I have been upset for weeks. Sean has been dealing with it for a day. I took a week when I got complaints from several people, and that part I'm not going to reveal because that part isn't mine. I will just tell you that the complaints that I got was not from one person. It was from several people. And so I took a week to agonize over how to handle it, looked over and meditated on the ethics of what my responsibility is to the group, and to the people that that are in the group, and then tried to move forward and say to both Shauna and Pat, this is what has happened. And unfortunately, they were very hurt by that. And again, I don't blame them. It's hard sometimes to hear criticism. It's not easy for anyone to hear criticism. But they didn't hardly hear any criticism because they literally left the conversation before I could have one. And that part is what hurt for me, because it meant that they then went public and posted stuff in the group and have been posting various members of our group and calling me out and calling me a liar and saying that I called them a racist. And I didn't. I did rewatch my first video on the subject, and that is when I kind of realized that in trying to protect their what they had said to me in confidence, or what I felt was in confidence, because it's an admin conversation kind of thing, it made it sound like I was saying that they are definitely racist, and I'm not. So I'm going to start over and do something which I have not usually done within the group, which is lay out my cards onto the table. because I am not going to lose my integrity, because I'll tell you, I've been bawling all day long. And because I haven't had my say, I think a lot of it is I haven't been able to say, this is what happened on my end, and this is what my responsibility as the leader of my group is. Okay? So I'm going to tell it just from my perspective, what I can tell. And my perspective is this. I got several complaints from several different people regarding the stuff that Shauna and Pat were posting publicly on their personal wall. And I got one complaint in particular about a specific conversation that was in the Squirrel Room chat, that someone had felt quite bullied. And when I looked back, and I had to look back quite a ways, it was not a recent conversation, but this person, in combination between that conversation and what has been on their wall, was ready to leave the group because they felt that that I, as the group leader, was not protecting the vulnerable population that is in my group. And that is something that I have a heart that wants to protect the vulnerable always. And anybody who knows me, including Shauna and Pat, know that. And they know that. And I want to make clear again, I'm not calling Shauna and Pat a racist. So, because the last time I was here, I said I'm not calling them a racist, and then I said I can't allow hate-filled speech and stuff. It kind of sounded like I was calling them a racist. So what I'm going to say is I honestly don't think they're racist. I don't. I think they live close to Portland, and there's a lot going on there, and they have a very different political viewpoint from mine. And that has always been, it's hard to be on such opposite ends, but I know that their hearts are in the right place. I think, I don't know because I was not given the opportunity to actually ask them and talk to them and show them what I had found about what, hi guys, about what I had been investigating for a week. And I don't mean investigating like, trying to, but I tried to pull myself outside of being Mama Squirrel and looking as a person of color on their wall. And what I found was that I think some of the stuff that they posted was from very hateful sites. Not necessarily the things that they posted personally, but although some of them, generalized the entire Black Lives Matter movement. And so that is a hurtful thing when you are a part of the Black Lives Matter movement, which I am. I agree in the Black Lives Matter movement. I don't agree in the extremist part of it, where some of the things that they posted, sorry, I'm trying not to squirrel out because that's really important for me that I get out what I'm trying to say. Some of the things that they posted lumped the extremist people in that movement with everyone else, and I don't agree with that. So the reason that I was trying to say anything at all about what is on their personal wall is because they were my admins. And as admins, almost every single live, Pat in particular would call himself out as someone that, and I believe with great intention, would call himself out, though, as someone that everyone in the group could go to him personally and ask him questions. And he would be there to help them. So as my administrator, as one of my admins, he put himself out there to receive personal chats and to be a mentor personally to people in the group as my advocate. And then because he did that, then if people messaged him personally and went to his wall, then they were coming from my group to his wall, to Shauna's wall. And so that is where the issue becomes sticky for me. And I felt that I, as the head of the group, had to look at whether what they were posting on their personal wall reflected what I wanted the people in my group who were going to him personally, because he said he was there personally for the people in my group, what they were seeing on his wall. A normal, quote unquote normal, not an admin in my group, I would never, ever in a million years tell you what you could have on your personal wall, because that is your personal wall. That is not reflective. Just because you're in my group doesn't mean that everything that you post on your personal wall is reflective of me. But the admins, that's a little bit different. That is reflective of me. And that's all I was trying to say. But honestly, I didn't even get the chance to say that to them because they cut off the conversation. They hung up on me. Shauna walked away from the conversation. Pat literally said, okay, I'm done, and hung up. And then from there, went and posted in the group that he was upset and leaving the admins. And Shauna posted that she was leaving the group and was upset and unfriended a whole bunch of people within the group without A, listening to anything that I had to say, really, and B, without allowing us to have any kind of real conversation about what I was asking. Which was, that's the part that was really hurtful for me. So when I say that I'm hurt, that's why. That is why I'm hurt. It's because I still love Shauna, and I still love Pat, and I still believe that they're good people, and I still believe that what they were posting came from a place of fear, if anything else, because it was close to where they were living. Yeah, it's super raw still. I've been bawling on and off all day. I'm not going to lie. I think I may be done now because I don't have anything left. I'm sure if I sit down and think about it, I'm sure. But I just had to, I felt like I really needed to be able to say my piece, because then Shauna called me out and called me a liar in a video that she sent to several of our group people. And that was really hurtful because she knows me. She knows me, and I'm not. And I will admit when I make a mistake, and I try to learn from it and move forward. And that's all I wanted from them, is to learn from it and move forward. And their choice was going to be either, you guys, you know what? If you feel that strongly about what you're posting on your wall, then by all means do that. But I can't have you be an admin of the group anymore, because that's a different level of putting yourself out there as my representative. But I still love you, and everything should be fine. But, or the other option would be not to group everyone together and post stuff from, my guess is, now I don't know because I never got to ask her. But some of the things that she posted, I'm not going to lie, were from sites that were extreme hate. And I mean extreme hate. And I have the screenshots because I was shocked. And you can ask every single admin that I talked to about this. I was shocked that she would post something from a site that literally, I went to this site and the first thing on this site was pictures of fat people. And they said, look at the fat liberals. And this is what they look like. And I was worried about a civil war. And now I'm not because they're all fat, lazy fucks. And I'm gonna, what did the comments were horrifying. And I mean horrifying. And I thought, you know what? Shauna doesn't even know that what she posted came from this. There's no way. And I still have to believe that Shauna didn't know that that's where that came from. It's okay not to go down this rabbit hole. I know. I'm telling people because I didn't, you know why? Because I didn't get a chance to say this to Shauna and to Pat because they didn't give me the opportunity to speak to them before they went public on my page and made it look like I was trying to stomp on their freedom to post on their own personal wall. And that's not the case. And I get a little tired of protecting everyone and everyone stomping on me. And I love them. Love them, love them, love them. And I still love them. But I've had very few problems in this group. And it's because I try to be honest as I can. Having said that, and like I said, I honestly, I don't know for sure. I'm not going to lie and say I know for sure because I never got the opportunity to talk to Shauna about it because she left. She wouldn't let me talk to her about it. But knowing Shauna's heart, as I believe that I did, I honestly don't think that she meant to post anything from an awful, hateful site like that. I really don't. And I love her to death. And I hope that when she's done with the hurt part, that perhaps, Sonia, that in front of everyone, no, I gave them an opportunity, and I still would give them an opportunity to discuss it privately, but they didn't want to do that. They wanted to post something publicly to, I don't know, turn things around, or I don't know. But I hope that they cannot spread shit, because I know when you come from a place of hurt, you feel like you have to lash out and hurt, and I get that. I do that sometimes too. But I love them. And I hope that, yes, when everything calms down, I hope that they can look at it in a different light. But if not, I wanted to lay this out on the table so that then we could let it lie. Because I really don't want to focus on this shit. We have so many awesome, positive things coming up in the group. And fall, autumn time is like my favorite time. And I decided that I don't want to focus on this. Like, I have so much other stuff that is positive going on that I don't want to be bogged down in this for more time. I've already, like, literally, I already spent a week in tears. And there are two admins that I talked to, because I didn't want to pull everyone into it about all that, that can say, like for over a week, it was driving me crazy, and I was really struggling with how to deal with it. So now it's dealt with, and it's dealt with the best way I can, because I'm not allowed to talk to them about it. So hopefully someday they'll be able to see this and see that I'm not calling them a racist. I promise I'm not calling them a racist. I just had to have it one way or the other. Okay, moving on. Hello, everyone. Exactly. There is way, way, way too much to look forward to. And I'm really excited about looking forward. This winter, I want to start learning the runes with you. I don't know the runes, but I have several ways to start learning them. I'm going to be starting to teach classes in person in Medina, New York, in Mystic Dragon Slayer. And so you guys are also going to reap the benefits of some of those classes, because some of the stuff that we're learning there, I'm going to kind of pull into here. My admins that are here are really excited about moving forward, and we're kind of discussing how to, yes, exactly. It's a dark moon tonight, and that was the other thing. It's a dark moon tonight. And that means new things. So I plan on doing some cleansing and then moving forward, because the initiation classes are going to be starting back up. I have, what else? There's something else that I was going to say. Release. Yes. Release and let go, right? It's also my birthday today. Sherry, happy birthday. Would you be able to Zoom some of the classes? That's a possibility. It's a possibility. Let me think about that, Estelle. For a discount or something, maybe. Let me think about it. That's definitely a possibility, though. We are going to step forward in magic and cleansing goodness. And I have so many ideas. So, first of all, I have not gotten to play this. I got home. All right. Actually, let me back up a little bit, because in the midst of all this chaos and stress, what I didn't say yesterday, and I didn't say very much about until I knew that it was going to be able to go through, or at least I'm 95% sure now it's going to be able to go through, is that I will be moving again soon in October. We're renting this house on a month-to-month rent. And we had the opportunity to buy something that is, that needs a little work. Yay, I love it, right? Shed some bad energy, hell yeah. That's right. That needs a little work, but its bones are really good, and so I'm kind of excited about, and it has, room for me, and it backs up into this gorgeous little patch of forest, and the yard is pretty big, and I'm like, yes. Yes. It's a trailer. But it's an older trailer, which I know, I'm sure everybody's like, oh, it's a trailer, but yes, it is. It's a trailer. And it's a trailer that would be ours, and we can do whatever we want, which means there's so much potential. It's got good bones. The guy just redid the roof. He redid all the floors. There is a carport and a shop off of he built on like the shop off of the trailer, which is going to be my entire witchy room. And so I have the opportunity to Thank you, thank you, thank you. Home is what you make it. That's right. Yes, yes, yes. Exactly. Plenty of creative stuff to be had with an old trailer. That's exactly right. And I see potential in it a lot. And because of that, that means we'll be paying like half of what we are here. Good central air and heating too. No. But it's okay because the windows are such that we can actually get air conditioners, but the heating is good. What was I saying? The potential and oh shit, I squirreled. Yes. Half. It'll be half of what we pay rent here. So the rest of that, once we pay off the loan, which is pretty darn cheap, I'd say we're getting a really good. It's a great opportunity. Yes, herb garden. Wait till you see. There's like literally there's a permanent huge flagpole, and it's in a raised like flower bed thing. And I'm like, oh, I'm putting my herbs there next spring. I cannot wait. And I'm gonna put my Buffalo Bills flag in the big huge flagpole so that everyone in the neighborhood can see it. And the neighborhood itself, yay, you'll come from London, deal. The neighborhood, yeah, maple, exactly. A maple, like a huge, awesome maple. Really, truly, it's like in cement and it's really huge, like life size. It's huge. I don't know. It's really tall. I don't know how tall, but it's like a real flagpole. So yeah. Yeah, so huge opportunities. And then I'll be able to afford to, redo it. And the neighborhood is really cute. And I just am, the Kimberly. Thank you, sweetheart. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So in the midst of all that kind of chaos and stress, I was also having kind of chaos and stress about that, but it looks like it's going to work out. I'm really excited about that. And so again, another thing that we're just going to move forward. And you know what? 2020 is, again, it is this tower year, right? We've all had this kind of breaking down so that we can build back up and be stronger and better. And all of this is just part of that, you guys. I want to be sure that you guys don't, I don't, how do I put this right? I don't do that, that clicky, okay, someone left the group, so we all hate them now. I hate that shit. I'm not that drama person. I don't like that, because to me that is, I want to put our energies into moving forward. And if you're friends with Sean and Pat, awesome. I hope someday that I will be again too. And I have no ill will towards them. I wish that I had been able to speak to them in a better way about that. But, I'm just going to focus on the good from here on out. And I really encourage you all to do the same, because I don't want to focus on all that crap. Sorry. So moving forward, we're going to make stuff better, right? Christiana, you let me know, sweet pea. I will do whatever I have to do. I'm taking a gap year next summer, so actually if you need help, hell yeah, come on down. And I'm not kidding. I'm right here. Yeah, I know it. I love that. That's right. I move forward. So, hi Kay, you missed a lot, sweetie. I love you to death, though. Good stuff is I got some awesome stuff in the mail today. I'm so excited. This is a new game. Look. I got Hocus Pocus in the mail. So this is a new game that I have been waiting for it to come out on Amazon, and it came out. And it was for a long time like $40-something on Amazon, and I was like, oh, I can't do it. But I left it on my wish list, and I have that Honey app thing for Amazon that like monitors the price and stuff, and it came down like by half. it came down to 20 bucks like last week or something. So it might still be 20 bucks, but it was like $47 at first. But it came down to 20 bucks and I ordered it and it's here and I'm so excited. So it's a little board game. I don't know how, but I'm going to figure out how we can like play as a group. I don't know how yet. I got to look at how we play, but I am super excited. It looks like a little book. Isn't that cute? I'm super excited about the game and I want to play. And I was pointing out to my admins and I'm like, I don't care that it says on the back, ages 8 and up. Yeah, I don't care. You should get honey. Yeah, see, I know, right? It is. It's 20 bucks still on Amazon. See? So I'm totally going to figure out how we can play like as a group because I'm so excited. We're all 8-year-olds in spirit, right? I haven't even like opened up the whole game, but look, there's little cards and oh, look, it's Binks. Yeah. So, and the black flame candle is in the middle. I'm totally excited. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that and figure out how to, you know, play with the whole group. We'll figure something out, and I promise you, I will figure out. We'll have to do some kind of hocus pocus game night because I love it. Hell yeah! So that was there waiting for me when I got home today, and then I finally got my thrift books order. I told you that I have more books coming from thrift books. So I'm just going to show really quickly. Now, I believe I lost a couple. Oh, I'm back up to 7,000. I was going to say, I think I lost a couple subs, which is okay. I don't, honestly, numbers, I don't really care, which sounds bad, but I just, I care because I announced the giveaway and stuff, and I'm still going to do the giveaway, even if it goes back down a little or comes back up. I don't, whatever. I got to 7,000. That's all I care about. So I am going to do the giveaway, but I because things were a little crazy and I had to go sign papers to try to get the lot rent thing going and all that stuff. I didn't have time to get stuff together for the giveaway. So, but by this weekend, I will be doing that. But I figured I'd show off the new thrift books. This is a pretty rare book, apparently, that is not easy to find. And it's called Moon Lore, and it's by Elizabeth Pepper. And it's a small book. It's not a big book. But you were unsubscribed? It was you, Stephen. So it is about the lore surrounding the moon. And it has different rites, like different spells, different to draw down the moon, sacred rites and prayers, creatures of the moon, then goddesses of the moon, like different gods and goddesses. I believe, Celine, I believe I have had this book on my list, on my thrift books list for a couple years, and it just so happens it came up. And I actually had the money. You know, sometimes it comes up and I'm like, oh shit, I have to wait till Friday. And by the time Friday comes, because it's a rare book, it's gone. But it came up and I got it. So I'm really excited. So that's a good one. And I'm going to be looking through it, and then maybe I'll pick out a couple of the spells or the rites or something, and we'll do some of the moon rites. There's some poetry about the moon. Ooh, it's on Amazon. Awesome. Lunar gems. I think it's cool. So that's one of them. I also got the Book of Gods and Goddesses, a visual directory of ancient and modern deities. And this is by Eric Shalene. Is 7,000 subs some sort of a mile mark? Yeah, Sonia, it's just like another 1,000. So I was waiting for a 1,000 mark in order to do a So it talks about gods and goddesses from the Near East, from Europe, from the Americas, Asia, Africa and Caribbean, and Oceanic. And it describes different gods and goddesses. It gives you some information on each one. And like Isis, for instance. So Isis, the Great Mother. Isis was a popular mother goddess, her lap being held to represent the throne of Egypt. She was adept at healing and magic, and Egyptians believed that she could change her physical form at will. Goes on and on. Who she was identified with, that kind of thing. And then it has some different kinds of pictures. Thank you, Jenny. Love you too. Persephone. Did I see Finesse in here? Persephone is in here. Parvati. There's all kinds of gods and goddesses. So that looks like a really good one. I'm going to be looking through that one. I love, once again, my children's books. I got another children's book about waiting for the harvest, because Mabon coming up September 21st is the second harvest of the year, of the second harvest Sabbath of the year. And so I got a children's book that talks specifically about the harvest. It is from Chris Walter. And today is the day I've been waiting for. Today is the harvest. It talks about how they worked so hard for the harvest. And all year our garden has worked so hard. It put down strong roots. It flowered vegetables. Pluck herbs like sweet basil, flowers like black-eyed Susans and sunflowers. And it's got lots of harvesty pictures and stuff. So I try to get children's books that have to do with planting and with the earth and with the seasons and with the changing of the year. I love to have books like that for when my grandkids are born. I think all these books find you. I do too. I agree. And then finally, because I know some of you have talked to me about how do you find your magical name, the new book of magical names by Phoenix McFarland. And it is a huge guide to how you find your magical names. And it purports to be the only dictionary of non-Christian names in print. Jen, you have a great growing collection of books for your future grandchildren. I know, right? Have you ever thought of doing a cooking live stream, like for every season, a live of baking for the holiday and getting all festive? Oh, that would be fun. I was going to say, you don't know me very well. I don't cook. But I do little stuff for each Sabbath. Like I do certain breads for each Sabbath, or either breads or a dessert or something like that. I make my husband do most of the cooking, but it would be fun to do like the little stuff that I do though. But yeah, breads and cookies. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, good. As long as you don't expect me to like make chicken or something, that goes to my husband. So it not only talks about names, but like it'll give you the elemental names. So this is a whole bunch of names that have to do with air. So if your baby is going to be a Libra, then you might pick out a name that has to do with the element of air. Ariel, Aurora, Boreas, Breeze, Celestial, Cirrus, Cloudy, Cumulus, Cyclone, Eos, Ethereal, Gale, Gusty, Hathor, Jumala, Maelstrom, Nimbus. It's all of these names that have to do with air. And then fire and water and earth. And then it goes into different categories. So herbs, names that, have to do with herbs. Kitchen, spices. color names, dark names. So it kind of gives you a start. Like if you know that you're definitely an air element person, you could say, Gale is what Olaf named air in Frozen 2. Ah, that's right. That's right. I forgot that. Since I was little, anyway, this is playing right into my wheelhouse, right? Yeah, great name for inspiration for writers. Exactly. If you're writing some kind of pagan fiction book and you're like, okay, I know this character is a dark character and I don't want to give that away, so I don't want the name to sound too dark, but I do want it to kind of name something. Is $4.49 a good price? Absolutely. That is a good price. I think that's close to what I paid for this one. Then you can kind of look up that kind of name. So that way, if you don't have your magical name, but you have an idea of what kind of witch you want to be, or what kind of practitioner you want to be, or, you know, what kind of magic you want to use, ta-da! I might be ordering that right now. Yay! So I came home to some great books. I decided we're going to turn the page and turn a bright, positive step forward, because I don't want to have another day like today. And I thought, you know what? I am dwelling in the darkness, and I don't dwell in the darkness very well. So I just needed to be able to say my say, since I didn't get the opportunity to say it when I wanted to. I just needed to be able to say, there it is. So there it is. And let's now not dwell on the yucky crap and know that I am going to protect the group, and protect the group's energy. And that doesn't mean that they were bad people, that they, you know, nothing like that. But that things just happen. And it sucks. And maybe things will change down the line, and we'll leave that door open in case that ever does want to change. And we're moving forward, and we have great things planned for forward. Okay? And I hope that at least clears it up, because I didn't want you all to feel like there was stuff going on that you didn't know about. What are some other good children's books? Oh, I will tell you, first of all, if you have not seen Rupert's Tales, Rupert's Tales is an incredible, it's by Kira, I have to write it, K-Y-R-J-A, I think. Kirja. Yeah, I think that's it. K-Y-R-J-A. She's a great pagan author of children's books, and she writes about Rupert's Tales, and there are several Rupert's books about what is magic, about the elements, about the Wheel of the Year. I just dropped most of my honey straws on the floor. Oh no! Yeah, absolutely. I love Rupert's Tales. So that's definitely a good one. I will tell you, there's another great author. This one, I'm dropping books. And now I have to start repacking the stuff that I unpacked. Here, it's K-Y-R-J-A. I believe that's it. Yes. This author is Wendy Pfeffer. And this is another harvest book. And she has one, I believe, for the winter solstice. She has one, I think, for every season. And she's really, really good also. I like her a lot. I have lots and lots and lots of children's books. If you guys want me to, let me know. And I can do kind of I'll never show them all at once, because I literally have an entire library probably of pagan children's books. Because I've been collecting them for years now. Even though I don't have any grandchildren. Don't judge. But I have been collecting pagan children's books for years. And so I can do, at least on the harvest season and the autumn time, I can do a video if you want about autumn pagan children's books, for sure. Starting to get on some wish lists and stuff. We are adopting hopefully this year. Aw, yay! Well, let us know, Sherry. That is awesome. Look up the book Brenna by Andrea Stein. Oh, that sounds... Hey, I don't have a pen. Are you on Facebook? Oh, wait, maybe. Do I have a pen? If you're on Facebook, then, or someone, one of my admins, write that down for me and give me that name, would you? But yes, I would love to just do a video about some great children's books for the autumn season, because I've got a bunch for sure. I bought the Wheel of the Year book you recommended. Yay! You're going to read Mabon first? Yay! Because I'm going to start my Mabon videos very soon. Even though we have quite a while. September 21st, I'm almost certain this year, is Mabon. So we have a while before we get there, but it comes up on us really quick. So definitely... we're going to have to start pretty soon to talk about it. It's one of my favorite holidays. I will tell you, Mabon is one of the holidays that has not been around since before the end of time. It's not one of those holidays that the quote unquote, you know, the evangelical Christians stole and all that stuff. This has no basis in ancient times, really. There's a couple like kind of festivals and stuff that they kind of did around this time, but it was not like a really ancient holiday, like a lot of our holidays. They're all your favorite holidays. I know. Guilty. Guilty. This is kind of pagan Thanksgiving. They call this pagan Thanksgiving, a lot of people. And so the biggest thing is cornucopias and apples. Did you know if you cut an apple in half, like here's the top of the apple, here's the bottom of the apple, you know, you cut it in half sideways, not lengthwise, but sideways, and cut it open, there's a pentacle in the middle of it. That the seeds make a pentacle. So that's a cool thing to do for Mabon, to show your kids that there's, a pentacle in every apple. So all the elements are represented in the apple. Where do you get most of your discounted books? Thrift books. Thriftbooks.com. I love thrift books. And you can tell because I don't take them off till I show them usually, but see the thrift books. That little white sticker is on all of the books that they sell. Thrift books. Yeah, the apple star is very old magic. That's right. It is, for sure. So, yay! Yeah, it does take a while sometimes for the order to come, just so you know, especially lately because the post office has been awful screwy. I think these ones took almost 2 weeks to get here, but that's okay. I love you guys too. I really, really do. And I'm really excited about the steps we're going to take to move forward. Your first Mabon, yay! 60 people on the video. I'm so glad. Click that like button for me so that we spread it, and I can vouch for screwy post offices, right? I think that's like worldwide, not just us. But click that like button because YouTube will then spread the video a little bit further and we can get lots of other awesome, great witchy communities. Have you written a book? I have not. I thought about it a couple times. The only thing is I'm such a squirrel that, you know me, I start on a topic and then 14 topics later, I'm like, oh yeah, wait, I started with this topic. I need to back up. So my poor editor would like want to pull their hair out trying to edit for me because they'd be like, what? What does this have to do with what we're doing? Yes, that's true. Thrift Books is not always the cheapest. What is the site? Is it Abe Books? That looks up several different used book sites. Is it Abe Books? Am I thinking of ABE Books? Maybe the site that I'm thinking of. Making an altar cloth for Mabin out of beautiful autumn plaid tablecloth. Ooh, awesome. Perfect. So the tablecloth was perfect. That sounds perfect. I love it. I'm so excited. I love the fall season. The autumn season is just my absolute favorite because I don't love the heat. That's Abe Simpson. So Abe Books. Yes. Thank you, Janice. I've been on it several times, but honestly, I'm such a thrift books person because, you know, with thrift books, you earn free books. So you also, like after, and it's not too many, after a certain amount, you get a free book under $5 or something. So I can't wait for brown and orange leaves, cinnamon, pumpkin. Oh, that reminds me. Look, my husband knows me so well. Look. Hold on. I'm coming back. Hey, don't go anywhere. I was going to show you guys because I got so excited. But look, it's already out. Yay, pumpkin spice. Just completed the order for Magical Names and Conway's Guide to Celtic Tarot. Yay! So, pumpkin spice. My husband's so awesome. He knows me. Peter just knows me. So, he did get me pumpkin spice. Actually, I might have some pumpkin spice when we get off. Yay! Are you going to do the Page of Cups Tarot Tuesday next week instead? Oh, you know me so well, Danny. So, okay. Let me be honest and tell you that I got maybe 2 hours of sleep last night. Not much. And I know I'm running on fumes. Like I can feel myself getting goofier by the day. Do temperance. I love you, Thomas. So I probably should postpone. I hate to postpone a Tarot Tuesday though. Have you seen the face mask with pumpkin spice? No. I don't know. If I was... See, here's the thing. I'm so bad. I asked because I thought today was Tuesday, but I think it would be a good idea. You also kind of need a refresh. See how you feel tomorrow. That's a good idea. Let me see how I feel tomorrow. I may postpone because I'll be honest with you, self-care wise, I might need the night to like take a bath, and because I'm going to have a 4-hour live for Mystic Dragon's Lair tomorrow for the nooner. So I may need to postpone. I will let you know how I'm feeling. If I get a decent night's sleep tonight, I might be okay. But I will let you know tomorrow. And I will let you know pretty quickly after the nooner tomorrow how I'm feeling. So let's see. If I get enough sleep, I'll be on tomorrow for Tarot Tuesday. If I do not, then I might have to postpone for a week. Okay? And all of us are hugging the shit out of you. Oh, I love you too. Yay, Kay. Well, I'll be on. Tomorrow's nooner on Mystic Dragon's Lair Facebook page is the nooner, where I help you find the crystals that you absolutely love, right? And all the penis-shaped crystals and the vajayjay-shaped crystals. And we get to talk a little bit dirty at noon for the nooner. All right. I love you guys to death. I really do. I appreciate all of your support. I appreciate all of you. And I just want to, let's take a deep breath. Take the new moon, the dark moon tonight. We're going to release. And then tomorrow we're going to step forward in new goodness. Okay? I love you all so, so, so very much. We got a bunch of Scullies in today. Did they tell you that the Scullies came in today? I got a Scully that I think is supposed to help me through the darkness today. And I had no intention of keeping him, but he was he was not going to allow me not to. He's a little forceful. All right. I love you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Truly, thank you for your support, you guys. I love you. Good night.